Yeah, so actually I think Germany came up. I'm wondering about duct tape. I think Germany did or someone. It was the stickiness of it that was the problem, by the way. And the plastic that's actually printed on. The cloth was someone else, or the strandy stuff. Anyway, somebody did it. I don't know. Anyway, though, lots of things were made. So, anyway, blah, blah, blah. Um, one thing also is that being a creator or a great ruler is that you're watched. You're watched 24/7. You're inspected. You're looked at. You're evaluated. It's part of being a ruler or a creator. And people study your existence for like ever. So, and they even wonder about what you ate. Like I said, even the Emperor of Rome, people would wonder, what did he eat? Where did he eat it? Is there any evidence of him eating such and such? Where would he get that? I tried to tell other rulers and other emperors or other famous people, it's like, yeah, people are going to be looking at you, and I told my actors too. I said, people are going to be watching your videos and looking at everything you said and everything you did for centuries. This was something I told the film people of like 1920 or something like that. I said, they're going to be watching your films forever. They're going to be thinking about you or what you did or whatever and how you acted forever. So when you go on screen, when you start filming this movie or whatever, or this show, try to keep in mind that, I mean, the pressure can be kind of extreme sometimes, I guess, because it's like, yeah, thousands, millions of people eventually will be seeing your video, or videos, or movies. Anyway, it's something I told the other people and even somewhat the mafia. It's like, yeah, well, that's why so many people wanted to be in movies in the old days. It's like, immortality. It's like, well, yeah. Rulers or emperors are also immortal too, basically, in that way. Not really immortal, of course. Immortal. Anyway, yeah, so something I always knew, like as creator to humanity, or at least namer of America, is that, yeah, there are people that know how many times my heart beats every minute. Or at least they will. So, yeah, I mean, it's part of being, like, for me to be the real Lucifer and person who invented flight. It's like, yeah. So, anyway, it's something I told Kennedy or someone else or one of the other people. It's like, yeah, especially when when they told me that I was going to die and no one would ever know about it. It's like, oof, yeah, good luck with that. Because, like, as creator to any race, even one race, I was, you're monitored by that race eventually or found by that race. And, like, as creator to 12 races, I tried to tell Rodney and a couple other people, it's like, there probably is no hiding me. If I really am the creator to 12 of the oldest races, or nine of the oldest races, or 12 races, they're going to find out eventually. They're going to know eventually. Like, I mean, there is no hiding. And even as namer of America or creator of democracy, there really is no hiding. Like I said, anytime you create an empire or even a couple buildings, you're known about for centuries. As long as those buildings last, you're known about. If you ask for a mine to be made somewhere in Egypt, you will eventually be found out about. And people will be studying you for years, going over your bones or your what's called. I told, like, some other person, I was like, yeah, people have always studied me. People have always looked at everything I did, every decision I made. So to just cover me up and just is like, you don't really cover up the creator to 9 or 12 races. Even creators that create one race, or old AI that create one race, eventually people pour over what's called, and like I say, my name, Lucifer, is written about, and even somewhere in some carving somewhere in some other language. I don't know what Lucifer translates to. But anyway, being that I'm the only Lucifer, or supposed to be the only Lucifer. Yeah, so like I said, I invented steam engines and the Titanic and quite a few other things. So I was like, you're probably not going to be able to do that. Like someone was going to strand me in time and space and remove all technology from America, and I would die before anybody ever found out about me. So anyway, yeah, I was just like, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, my races had always found me, and my life forms. Actually, I should say not races, but my life forms had always found me. So, and especially on my vacation, like it was like 7,000 races had come together. 52 giant AIs had formulated a vacation for me, or something like that. Like there was some real heavy duty, like other old, plus not to mention, coming into this, I was like, it was this giant thing. I mean, my own existence was already pretty like massive or whatever. But anyway, though, someone thought that they could. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like I said, once I got on my vacation, or once I was alive as Brian or Lucifer, like to have someone come along and basically like kick me in the shin. It's like, yeah, just put the gun on the table and I'll put it to my own head and pull the trigger right now, and we can just get this over with because, like, yeah. I mean, it was kind of like an impossible thing, and then to find out that I was lobotomized and even had my frontal lobes cut off or something like that. I was like, wow. And then to find out that other people were having their frontal lobes cut off just to find out how to do it to me or something. Like I said, I think they were trying to take over my higher reasoning to control things, to set me up for my death. And it's like, wow, someone really went to a lot of extent to get rid of me or something like that. I don't know. Or make me look bad. Like, I wasn't really sure. I was like, were they just trying to make me look bad, or what exactly were they doing? I'm confused. So anyway, something, like I said, Kennedy or someone had this plan to make me more compliant so I would something. So when I found out what they were planning, it's like, so like I was supposed to, give over everything to them or something like that, or do whatever they asked or something. I was like, I don't really see where they're going with it, but that's very interesting. So, yeah, anyway, like I say, some people really wanted to do this whole thing. Like they wanted to make Germany look bad. They wanted to like take over, be the most powerful country or something like that, so they could do something. And I was just like, whatever. I'm not even gonna sit there and try and understand it because, anyway, I didn't understand it at all. Like I say, it seemed kind of crazy, but apparently they tried. So, and they've done pretty well with making me poor and miserable, I guess. Or at least lying about who I was. Kind of interesting, really. Like I say, it's definitely kind of interesting. So, and really, realistically, all they really did was cause 2 world wars and many other wars. And even lots of fighting and death, so... it's like, well, it's probably not going to work, but anyway, they still tried. Like I say, Kennedy, one of the presidents, someone thought that, I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know. I mean, anyway, but before that, I had a big, huge company and was a great inventor and doing all kinds of stuff. And then someone got very confused. I think it might have been Nixon or Kennedy, the Kennedys or someone, one of those families. They thought they could just take over the presidency and then they would be rulers of the earth, I guess. Or something. And that caused a big old mess. And then they had to try and kill me or something. Anyway, someone found out a lot of very unsettling things.